Another day, boys. Another day. Well, exciting. Alright then, champs. Let's get into this one. I took a couple of stinkers today. It's two losses. The first one definitely shouldn't have happened. And the lessons that I've learnt from these two losses today. The first one shouldn't have happened because it wasn't a trade that I should have took. And I'll show you the reason why. The second trade that I took, my gut instinct said you shouldn't really take it, but I've been in the mind frame that if I see a trade, then I should take it, because my focus at the minute is to not be scared to take the trades and to just hit the button when I should be hitting it. But there's a time and a place when you should be doing that. And I knew, well, I didn't know, but I just had a feeling that I shouldn't have been doing it, but I just wanted to cement this thing into my mind a bit more. Anyway, I've took two valuable lessons from today's losses, and I'm not bothered about them at all. Of course, imagine if I'd have won. That'd be fantastic. But obviously, I'm back into the early stages of doing my FTMO account, and I feel like these are all great things that I should be learning now. And if you're in this position, you should be taking your losses as great lessons to learn for when you become a more successful trader. Because the only way that you will actually learn and become a better trader is by taking losses. You will never learn by winning, because you never learn by when things are easy in life. It's always the hardest things in life where you learn the most. So the first trade I will show you on the other chart, because I am only using this chart now, simply because the other chart that I was using just wasn't right. It didn't match up to my MetaTrader. So I was looking at this chart. And the reason I took this trade is because I seen that there was this big wick followed by two bearish candles on this chart. So I come to the charts this morning, very sleepy. So this is another thing. I didn't have a good sleep. I've just not been sleeping well. I think my mind's a bit active and this thing with my grammar and stuff. So that was on my mind a little bit. I come to the charts. I nearly overslept my alarms and everything. So it was just a warning sign from the get-go not to trade. So I took it based on these two bearish candles and this wick, which if you go back in time, you will see that it's an area of resistance. I took the sell and lost. But really, if you actually look on your charts, this is how it was actually looking, especially on I'm a MetaTrader. So I just never would have took this, because it's just ranging. It's just an area of consolidation. I don't take trades like this. That's not within my plan. So I'm not saying that that was the reason why I lost, but I wouldn't have took this trade if I'd have looked at this chart. So I'm only using this chart from now on. I'll just show you if you want. I've just put it in there just for you to see. But if I just go back onto this one, so that was it on this chart. I just shouldn't have took it. So lesson learned, if you're not feeling like you should trade because of your tiredness or whatever else, do not trade. And if you've got things going on in your life, do not trade. The second one I took it just as a chance. Not a chance, because it stuck to the plan. Two bearish candles. I was anticipating we'll get another bullish candle. But my gut instinct said not to take it. But I have been working on just, if I see a trade that fits the plan, then I should take it and hit the button, because I'm really working on not letting fear come into my trading at all. So I'm getting pretty good at that now. But what I should be doing is taking into account these feelings that you should have. So I'm in the early stages of my FTMO account, and it's the best time to learn the lessons, because you never learn when things are going well. You just think you're great. So two great lessons, which I'm taking on board massively. I don't regret any of these trades. And going forward, I'm going to take notes of these. And going forward, I will not be doing silly things like this again. I'm not necessarily silly, the second trade, but just going off my gut instinct, was in a major area of resistance on the DXY, and I can even screenshot this. I said to someone, I'm anticipating the DXY to go to 101,600. Based on, we'd had two bullish candles, then a bearish, and then seeing this candle, and I thought, is price going to push down? I just had a feeling that it was going to push into this lower high here. And of course, if this was to happen, then if the dollar goes up, then GU goes down. Anyway, GU went down. This is the trade. It actually wasn't a bad setup. We weren't a bad setup apart from this. So, you know, maybe this was a warning sign. We'd had 3 rejections out of it. Come to this, the 4th rejection. Maybe I shouldn't have took it. But I thought, well, these are wicks. This is a wick on the higher time frame. So we could have potentially got it. The 5-minute structure, we broke out. We retested this lower high here. So if we was going to get a continuation, we would have got a continuation. So I got stopped out on that. The reason I wouldn't have took this trade, thinking about it logically now, is because it was in an area of resistance. And my gut instinct told me that the dollar was going to push bullish. Now, I don't know why that is. I guess it's just through spending time on the charts. I've spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours on these charts studying. You know, I've been doing back testing and stuff for many years now, and that was just my gut instinct. And I've back tested this strategy. I don't know how many back tests I've done on this strategy. Thousands. It's got to be. So, yeah. I just didn't like the trade really, but I just took it. So they're the 2 losses. So if you're in this position, as I am, you're taking losses. Don't let it affect you negatively. It's always the best way to learn. Take some notes, take some screenshots, put it into a document, write down everything about the trades, and then you can go back and study them. And this is something I'm going to be doing more of. I have done a bit of it already, and I've done it previously, and it's always great to look back on it because you can either reassure yourself or take some valuable lessons from these things. So I'm still up on my challenge. It's not a problem. I'm going to go into tomorrow. Nothing has changed. The same plan, but I'm taking these things on board. The first one shouldn't have been a loss. The second one was perfectly fine to take, but it was a bit silly to take a buy in the area that I was taking it. Now, going into tomorrow, what I'm anticipating is, because we've pushed into this major area, which I'll show you on this chart now. Let's have a look on the weekly. Look at this area that we're in here now. This is the weekly chart. This must be some back testing I've done from... I didn't even know this was on it. Maybe I did. Anyway, forget that. So what I'm looking at now is to see how price reacts in and around this level. Around this level, let me get rid of this. And what I want to see is price breaking and closing below structure. So price is currently doing that. I want to see price breaking and closing below structure. Going into tomorrow, throughout the night, if we get some, say this closes bearish now, over the night we get a couple of green candles or whatever, bullish candles, let's say. In the morning, when I come to the charts, whether it be 6 AM or 10 AM, and we get a bearish candle then forming, that'll then tell me that the market sentiment has gone from being bullish to bearish, because you're breaking out of this high low, and in which case, if that happens, you're then flipping the trend. Because this is how market structure works. Let me just show you. If you wasn't aware, we'll do a little lesson now. This is how market structure works. Let me move me there. The price is trending up, like so. Like this. Alright. And then you see price doing this. And then back into this area. Like this. And then you do this. Well then what does that tell you is happening? Because this is how markets move. Day in, day out. Every single day. No matter what time frame. So if you're in an uptrend, where can you be buying from? You can be buying from these levels here. Alternatively, if you're on a downtrend and you see this happen, a break of the higher low, you create a new lower low, lower high, where would you be selling from? The place where you want to be selling from is, let me get rid of that. The place where you want to be selling from, come on, what's going on here now? This has just ruined my lesson. What's going on? Anyway, that's just ruined the video. But the place where you want to be selling from now is, look at this structure. Let me just do this. Look at this structure. Right? So that demo I've just gave you. Look at this. Oh, I'll just put that there, that there, that there. So now if price does this, and then this, that's where you want to be selling from now. So you want to hold off these sells. It might only pull back to here, pull back to there. Then if you get the bearish momentum coming in there, that is where you want to be selling. That is the best area that you should be selling if you are looking for sells. Does that make sense? That is how price moves. High, 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 low, high, 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 low. Failed to make a new high, or alternatively made a new high but then breaks and closes below the previous higher low to create a lower low. Well, then price is going to pull back to make a lower high. That's where you sell, because then you're anticipating that you're going to create a new lower low. And just to show you on the DXY what is going on, I knew that I'd be doing that. Let me show you on the DXY. So look, we're creating lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We've pretty much pulled into this key area of resistance, support I should say. You can see that there. Let's pull this up. Look at that. The bulls are coming back in out of this key area of support. So now, if price breaks and closes above this structure, like so, well, what are you anticipating? You're anticipating that the market will pull back. Come on. You're anticipating that the market will pull back to do something like this. This is not, it's not possible to happen. It could happen. You can see this is where price is pushing up now. If you get a break and close above, that is your first indication of a reversal in a trend. Be aware of this. Be aware. This is very, very important. And you should be ingraining this into your mind as a trader, as an upcoming trader, because then you can find the best areas where you can be buying or selling day in, day out. Does this make sense? So, I hope you enjoyed that one. I've done a little bit of rambling. I'm feeling motivated. I'm inspired by my losses. I'm not upset about it. My feelings aren't hurt. It's just a trade. Take your trade. Move on. You'll never make money if you don't place the trades. Just hit the goddamn button and find out, win or lose. And if you blow your account, well, buy another one. We're not blowing any accounts here though. We're just learning and progressing, getting funded, escaping the job. And the only way you'll do that is by trading. Scared people will never make money. So, take care. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Hopefully with a nice win.